joke I played on myself.
All right, I am starting the stream. I believe we are streaming. Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Hi.
Cash Refresh Round 5. I'm here with Rob.
Hi
Hello.
there.
And we are watching our friends, Laura and Doug, Osclate and Internet Potato, meet up in Cash Refresh Soccer Round 5, Tournament 6. The stakes could not be higher.
Absolute grudge match.
Yeah, absolute grudge match. So the situation is that Doug is on 15 prestige. Laura is on 18 prestige. With a sweep, either one of them could make the cut. They cannot both make the cut. They are friends, but friendship has to have its limits. And they are going to be facing each other. Laura is going to be starting out with Sunny LeBeau, security subspecialist, whatever she is. And Doug is going to be Red Tree.
He's got a pretty cool build of it too.
Yeah. I don't know much about it.
He's on small agendas.
How small?
he's on mostly 3-2s and medical breakthrough.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. So Laura has been really leading the way in terms of Sunny deck building. I'm also on Sunny this tournament, and she's been doing the heavy lifting in terms of this list. I think both of us really like playing our Sunny to be, lean and punchy and not install more things than we need. And it's been fun.
Yeah. With only 2 underworld contacts in the core, there isn't a whole lot to install.
Yeah. I mean, you can install some jackpots and stuff, but you just can't build the same engine. And so neither of us have been trying. Ooh,
Okay, he is not respecting employee strike, but he might pull it off.
Yeah. I know Laura's on employee strike, or I assume she's on it. It's not horrible to just sure gamble, Sec Nexus run.
That's pretty great, actually.
I guess if it's an Anansi, that's horrible, right? She would just die. But he's only on 5. So.
Yes, but he's on 5, exactly. If it's an NGO and he wants to be really spiteful, he could kill it.
Yeah. That's true. So this is very exciting. I guess she could put the hunting grounds down. Oh, that's cool.
What does that do for...
So against Kamainu, that would just
Kamainu,
skip the on-encounter ability.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is not Kamainu. That was a cool play. I love this aggression from Doug. Getting that Nisei counter is going to be really valuable. Those are so fun to have.
Yeah. Now, do you think that he scores out and goes down to 0?
I think you gotta, right?
I think so.
Especially with the celebrity gift in hand, he can recover a little bit quicker than usual.
That's true.
I suppose it is tempting with all these econ cards in hand to not score out, but
yeah, left is an NGO with a second advancement counter or something.
Yeah. But given that it's the Nisei Mark II, and it's so nice to have it,
Super valuable. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Doug's giving up some early advantage, and Laura has the chance to pressure him. She even has that Black Cat if she wants to get really feisty.
Which has gotten the best of me in a lot of our practice games.
Yeah. It's nice to have some native multi-access.
Yeah.
The interesting thing in Cash Refresh though is that you're actually not super short on. You're not overwhelmed with playable cards that you want to put in your deck. So
exactly.
I think Black Hat's even more valuable in regular, where having some non-influence costs lets you play stuff like deep data mining. And I saw a list with Archivist. That's just a gross expenditure of influence for something.
It was out of faction?
What's that?
You saw it out of faction.
I saw it in a Sunny list.
That's amazing. So one thing here is that since Laura has trashed the NGO and stolen the agenda, it's going to take longer for Doug to find enough cards in hand to play the Celeb Gift.
Yeah. And I think given that he wants to play the celebrity, well, I guess next turn he can just money hedge fund, and then
That's true.
Then he's going. I guess he really can, depending on his draw, either draw. Nice.
Okay, option A.
Yeah, and now his thread is back on because she doesn't know his hand.
Exactly.
Oh, that is funny. That's something I didn't pick up on. Laura's.
Every time.
Oh, go ahead.
Every time I play Celebrity Gift against her, she goes, "Oh, thank you."
Oh yeah.
Just to really rub it in.
I play against Laura a lot. Laura and her husband are the two people who got me into this game, and I do not like playing Celebrity Gift.
No, no, I was trying to keep it out of my deck for a long time, but eventually realized I needed the influence back that I was spending on. I think I had Maryland campaigns.
Yeah, this pad tap is in a good situation.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Which is, okay. I think of it as sort of a blank card against a lot of Ninteki decks, but especially right now with Doug's hand full of Econ.
Yeah, and I suppose at this point he can trash it, but the damage is a little bit already done.
Yeah. What, she gained 3 so far from it?
Yeah. Yeah, and so if she gains 3 and then he trashes it for 3, that's
gross.
An incredible econ card already. Ooh, white hat.
Now, how do you feel about white hat? Do you pay into it?
I adore white hat. Oh, if you mean if she white hats?
If you're on the wrong side of the table.
What's that?
If you're on the other side of the table, yeah.
It's really situational. It's a very interesting card. I think you rarely get opportunities where you can justify boosting white hat.
Yeah.
But they happen, and really good players can identify those instances, and it really helps them.
Yep.
I personally, I think my experience with playing white hat as a Sunny player is I play white hat against people that are at my skill level, and they never boost white hat, or they boost it bad amounts, and the card's incredible. And then I go up against really high skill level players, and they just know the right, oh, you really don't want to pay 4 extra for this white hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do it so that, like, if everything's on the table late game, you can figure out exactly how much you need to boost to prevent them from getting access.
Yeah.
But that's pretty rare. So now he gets to never advance the medical breakthrough because he stole one.
And I guess we missed a little bit of the action. So Laura has falsified credentials, so she knows it's the medical breakthrough, and she has 2 clicks to get in.
Yeah.
But the red tree ability is still active.
And this is the advantage that he's gotten from holding back the Celebrity Gift.
Yeah. Doug bringing up the extremely spicy tech against red tree, which is spearfishing.
Which I've seen a lot of in this tournament.
Yeah. It is not good to... Anansi is nice tech against spearfishing.
Yeah.
Because you do get to Neural Katana them.
Now, do we think she's going to run it or not?
So I think she knows she can't get in.
Okay.
I might have seen her... I wouldn't have been surprised to see her run it click 3, but... she doesn't want to take a tag and whatnot from... Oh, fun. So that's a good play on her part, just in terms of, all right, well, if I can't get in there, let me redirect your efforts elsewhere, so that if you're going to try and score out here... oh, interesting that she starts a trace here. So she doesn't have anything too great to trash. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that she wouldn't mind keeping, but she's
and he's boosting.
Yeah, she's gonna end the turn tagged, but I don't think it's a huge deal.
I think I would have tried to get more ice dedicated to the remote.
Yeah.
In my game with Doug, I had stolen 2 medical breakthroughs, and he had an Anansi on R&D, so I just couldn't afford to check it every turn.
Sure.
So we were just racing for him to find the next one and me to find any other agenda.
Yeah. So, ooh.
Yeah.
So I guess she'll be interested in keeping that a secret. The Nisei is going to be really good tech against the Maxwell James there, but that is a way to get in without having a breaker.
Yeah.
Having these early and the runs that don't cost too much money to res are really good against a lot of Sunny builds. Please don't take that advice if you are in the cut, because there will either be 1 or 2 Sunnies in the cut. Because I already made the cut. I'm very happy about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully you are in the cut too.
Yeah, my match tonight, I think, will decide that.
Yeah. I have only heard about your decks recently. They sound awesome.
Well, I have a slightly different deck I play for Sunny matchups.
Ooh, exciting. Ooh, this white hat's really nice because,
She can get rid of the Kakugo,
yeah, oof, that's great.
the MCA, and then go in and take the agenda if she, let's see.
So she could also, black hat? I guess she doesn't have enough clicks for that.
No, to draw back up and steal.
Yeah.
But she's going to learn that from the white hat. It's a great card.
Right. Yeah, and Doug can't afford to boost it a lot. He does have 20 credits, so he can boost it a little. I would guess she takes maybe the fast track in the Kakugo.
Yeah.
Just because she doesn't want to, she just wants to slow down the agenda flow.
Right.
Certainly the Kakugo's going.
Yes.
The
MCA is easy enough to trash and slow once it's on the table anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And also the information is great. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So Laura, instead of deciding to go for the Obokata, which she was going to have trouble getting, she says, okay, well, instead of taking away the things that'll protect the Obokata, I'm going to take away the Obokata so things slow down, and the next time you have agendas in HQ, I'll be more ready to...
exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's a nice top deck.
Ooh, that is nice. Though it... That Amakua is really nice too, because that is a breaker for that can get past a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I think she's down to just 1 of each of the Sunny breakers.
Yeah, she doesn't like the... I mean, no Sunny player really likes the Sunny breakers.
No. Except Shrike seems to get splashed out of faction.
Yeah, and sometimes you see Sherman. Though Shrike and Sherman are the 2 ones that you don't hate. You just hate Striker with a burning passion.
Yeah. Okay, so she's gotten him to put the Kakugo on HQ, which is nice.
Yeah, it's certainly annoying for stealing Obokatas if you're trying to use that Maxwell James. Oh my. That's exciting, because now Laura has some stuff on the table that she'd rather not see trashed. So ending a turn on the tag is interesting here.
I'm wondering if you're ahead of me.
Oh, am I?
On my screen, she's approaching the ice, or it's unresed.
You'll be excited to see what happens.
Oh no! Well, that's bad for the stream.
Yes. Let me see if I can share my screen with you.
Okay.
All right. I'm
I
sharing.
imagine all that's happened is that I've disconnected. So
Yeah. All right. I'm sharing my screen with you on Hangouts, so you
cool.
should be able to see what I'm seeing. Ooh.
Oh, nice. I love a good spiteful Anansi res.
Yeah. I don't think Laura's gonna hate that. Honestly, like,
No,
I mean, her cards in hand are nice. Um, but yeah, you might as well security nexus here. Why not?
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the big power of Anansi is the
Deck manipulation.
well, I was gonna say is the hit to the face, but those subroutines are nice.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to take the 3 either way. It's a question of whether she takes 4 and he gets to uh, look at the top 5.
Yeah. So interesting with MC austerity. Doug can click. He has some interesting windows. So next turn, if he had the money, he could score out a Nisei Mark II, but he doesn't. But the turn after that, he doesn't have to have quite as much money.
Right.
Ooh, just drew an Enigma. That's a nice draw. The Laura will presumably slam HQ right here.
Oh, okay. She's on two strikes at least. Yeah, I think she knows that. Well, she knows that 3 turns after starting up the MCI austerity policy, there's a good chance he's got something in HQ, right?
Yeah. So interesting thing here is that oh, I guess another line she can do rather than hitting HQ is just go trash the
Yeah.
thing. The downside of that line is that Doug can use his Nisei counter to block it. I don't know if she would necessarily think of that line because
The other thing he can do, and he can do it here if he's really desperate to protect the agenda, is to take one of the Himitsu Bakos back to hand and then use his ability.
True.
Oh, I guess he can't afford to res the Enigma anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's true. So this is an interesting position Doug's in. The options he has, he could use the Nisei counter and then use the clicks on MC Austerity to get another Nisei Mark II.
Right. Well, does he have enough credits?
I think he can click for credit, install, advance.
Yeah.
So that's one line he has. That would make him completely broke.
Yeah.
He could let this happen, which isn't terrible. He could install the Enigma and res it, which isn't terrible either.
He could disconnect.
He could disconnect, which is not a great strategic decision, but sometimes you just need to, recoup. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting lines here, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure that I would use the Nisei token here.
Yeah. I guess the thing about it that, I mean, usually it's hard to justify spending a Nisei token, but if you use a Nisei token to get a Nisei,
that's true.
That's pretty fine.
And if he dedicates himself to that line, he is going broke and has a mid-game Sonny who's happy to set up and run train on R&D, basically.
Yeah, that's true. Doug actually has a really nice anti-turtle setup right now.
Yep. Yeah. So he can purge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about letting this happen is that Amakua being on 2 is so much better than it being on 1.
Yes, that's the magic number for Himitsubako and Enigma.
Yeah. Because when her only option is going through the Kakugo, that's a lot more painful.
Fast track is not what I expect he wants to see right now.
No. Well, any cards in hand are nice.
Yeah. And he's got 2 hedge funds and 2 IPOs and 2 GLCs in the bin. So he could find several econ cards off the Rashida Fire if he can get the fire.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like this.
Yeah, it's an interesting play because I think Doug isn't high on money, but neither is Laura. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And if you couldn't tell from my being excited about the Annoncion archives, I'm just a big fan of spike plays.
oh yeah, I think if your goal in Netrunner is to just throw ice at your opponent, there's no ID that makes that legal,
Exactly.
but Red Tree is as close as it comes.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh, okay. So there's the downside to having trashed the Underworld contact.
That's quite a downside.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. That's hilarious. Laura cleverly leaving herself tagged so that Doug would take himself below snare range, fully
Exactly.
anticipating running into that snare on 2 cards.
Now, do you celeb gift here? Because he can for full value on the next turn
Ooh,
with 2 agendas in hand and no ice. He really needs the ice to back up the threat.
Yeah. He does not know that Laura just drew White Hat, but White Hat against that hand is
It's very sad.
incredible. Yeah. Those him getting a commanding econ lead is a big deal. So that's a tough one. Because he could celeb gift, hope to weather the storm, and then next turn purge, and then he's in okay shape. Because you can't get through with Security Nexus. She's a bit locked out.
Yeah.
That said, you only get so many Sunny Traces a game where you can out muscle her. You cannot contest her on every trace, even if you are pretty rich. Oh, that's an interesting play. So he's purging right now.
Yeah. And then probably celeb gifting next turn.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He can probably ditch this fast track because he's got enough cool agendas in hand.
I think he's changed his agenda suite a fair bit since he and I played.
Yeah, it looks like he's on, I would guess, well, he's on 2 Nisei because that's all you're allowed.
Right.
Presumably, maybe 2 Obokata, and then what would that make it?
So 6 and another 4 is 10. The breakthroughs make 16.
And then 2
The
Brain Trust? We haven't seen Brain Trust.
No, he was on Brain Trust before, but now I think he's not. So
Yeah. I'm not used to doing Jinteki agenda math when you only can have 2 Niseis.
yeah, exactly. It throws everything off. That's actually a large part of why I took viral weaponization, just to avoid having to worry about only having 2 Niseis.
Yeah, that's That's fair because you can't build around Niseis. They're just a nice gift you get sometimes.
Exactly, which is great for a core only environment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Doug is realizing what's happened to him. He's playing against Sunny. I like this. I would have gone after the Himitsu. I would have gone after R&D just to avoid taking the net damage.
Yeah. Ooh, Falsified was probably the best card in her hand.
One of.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really fascinating. Oof, what a horrible draw for Doug.
Oh man, yeah. So he basically can't celeb gift.
Well, he's already told Laura with that Nisei Mark II use
That he's flooded.
that he's flooded. So it's not the very worst thing in the world to use it.
Yeah.
You could potentially make one line you could try is installing the Rashida in the remote, maybe clicking up for credits or something, and then celeb gifting next turn after you draw up a bunch of cards, so you don't
Yes.
show her anything. But she knows that HQ is a place to be.
Yeah. And she's also definitely going to trash the Rashida. And he doesn't have the Nisei to protect it anymore.
Yeah, that's true because she can't really. They can't really. Doug can't really contest Nexus Trace. So yeah, I guess if they did that line that I was suggesting, it'd just be bad. What a fool I am.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way at all.
No, it's
right.
fine. Ooh.
This is what happened to me. The 2 advanced medical breakthrough is really difficult.
Yeah. If he draws another one, he'll get DQ'd, but it'll
Exactly.
be a 1-2, which is really good.
We'll all be impressed, though.
Yeah, that's really easy to fast advance.
It would be commendable in that he would have had to get into Jinteki.net's back end and figure out how to make his deck appear legal.
Yeah.
With 4 of the same agenda.
If I remember the rules of the tournament,
Strictly forbidden.
well, if you hack JNet, it makes it legal.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. I guess I should have checked with Fighting Wooloo first.
Ooh, Laura, no longer tag me.
So almost certainly calling falsified here. And what do you think she is going to guess?
So I guess you guess agenda because if it's an agenda, you need the money. It's tempting to guess asset though. The cool thing about it is that if you falsified, you get a
Turtle counter.
Turtle counter. So then she
and can
waltz
hit
through.
HQ.
Oh, that's great. The fact that she guessed right there is really big.
Yeah.
Because now she can Nexus through if she wants. Go trash that thing. She can run. She can run HQ now with a turtle counter. Though she would, and she has the money to pay 1 to do that. That's just very big.
Now, one thing that's good for Doug here is that she has to make a central run in order to play White Hat.
True, and she can
which
lose.
uses up.
Yeah, and it makes sense to make it on HQ because that's where you want to run. Though she could just lose the White Hat.
Yeah, exactly.
But she cleverly loses to net damage the Laguna Velasco, which she hasn't had the money to play all game.
Exactly. It's a fantastic play.
Yeah. So this actually might be game because of that White Hat.
Yeah.
Oh no, she only has one. She only has 1 click to punish Um,
Right. So she white hats to shuffle away the
so
agendas, I suppose.
yeah, so she could white hat, but she definitely wants to go trash the Rashida, which she can now do.
That is also her like fourth access of the same celebrity gift.
Yeah. Um, yeah, because with our perfect knowledge, we know that if she white hats, puts away the celeb gift and the Enigma, and trashes the Rashida, she's in incredible shape.
Yeah. But I
Um,
think it's right to trash the Rashida here.
yeah, that's priority number one. I don't. Does she white hat here?
Last click,
Yeah, it
maybe.
seems bad too.
Yeah.
It seems better to just take a credit. Yeah, and we have perfect information to know that white hatting there would be very nice. But
Yeah. But all she knows is that same sad celebrity gift.
yeah, she now, yeah, this is good because now she can white hat and she has a link of 4, so Doug can either go broke to contest this white hat or, and that's no good. Ooh, exciting. So I guess she has 2 options. She could throw away the agendas. I don't think she wants to. I think she probably wants to get rid of the 2 enigmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Uh,
one significant thing about White Hat is it just makes the celebrity gift hard to play.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Uh, I think I'd put away both enigmas.
Yeah. The scary thing about
Oh,
okay, so the scary thing about throwing away the enigmas is that she just has Amakua as her breaker right now,
right.
and so she is still in a situation where she can get locked out by Himitsubakos with a good purge. So I think it's understandable to be a little wary of letting Doug have the agendas.
Right. Fair enough.
But here she's just saying, slow it down. I would like to have more credits, and then we can start tussling again.
Yeah. And she said several times that playing this deck, she always feels like she's losing the entire game until all of a sudden she wins.
Ooh, what a cool play!
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess this doesn't work, right? Because he doesn't have money now.
Okay. So
Oh,
he's doing a hat like a not full value celebrity gift.
that's so neat.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't used any clicks yet, so he can.
He's got to put back the other one to get to 2 credits to click for a credit to play the celebrity gift, but it's only
Right.
going to give him what, 7? No, 7's full value, so it's going to give him 5. And really only 4 because he spent 1 to get the Himitsubako back to hand.
Oh, nice, it worked.
Yeah. Still, that's 2 clicks for 4 credits is magnum opus money.
Yeah.
So
Oh, also shout out to JNet developers for implementing this new feature. What a delight on
oh
both
yeah.
plays. Um, oh, interesting. I I had not thought of this neat Himitsubaku celebrity gift synergy. That's really cool.
Yeah, indeed.
I guess it's not going to come up very often, which more credit to Doug for seeing that line.
Indeed. Plus, he has it back in hand, and it wasn't doing much on R&D as it is.
Yeah. So Laura now gets her own turn of relatively low pressure to do with what she wants. Ooh.
She found her first strike.
Ooh, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
She's extremely poor right now, and that's a problem. I think Doug's judgment in trashing that underworld contact is really paying off right now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and Doug's back in the money.
Yeah, he's rich now.
Ah, okay. But she is, he's giving her pad tap money. So
Yeah.
so who's really rich?
Yeah, because I don't think Doug's rich enough to be trashing that pad tap right now. Oh, Jack Sinclair, right on time.
Um,
He's still good, I think.
yeah, I think that Laura's deck has been drawing up in sort of the wrong order for her.
I agree with that.
Okay, and there's
Ooh,
Dean.
that's a good surprise.
Yep. And surprisingly, this Ash might actually matter because she's so low on credits.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's very exciting, especially if the Dean is um, that's really fascinating because he certainly wants to. He would like, ideally, for that Ash to be a secret, but I think he just needs to let her know the truth about
Yeah.
Ash being in this deck. There's not an elegant way to get it in the server and get an agenda down.
No, exactly. So if you're Doug, do you put down the Ash, put down the MCA, and start clicking it?
That's not terrible. I guess the MCA and the Ash are two separate plans, right? So you don't necessarily need to commit the Ash to. That's a tough
To
one.
the MCA.
Yeah.
But if she goes in and trashes the MCA, she's likely not to be able to afford to trash the Ash as well.
That's true. And it's not a lot of credits that are on Jackpot right now, but
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's one of the great neutral economy cards of the. Well, I suppose it's one of the only neutral economy cards of this.
yeah. But I think at this point in the game right now, getting even 3 credits off an agenda C
Okay.
is welcome.
And here's what he needed: some spiky ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, trashing it at 3 is a tough call. Trashing it at 4, I feel really good about.
Yeah, yeah. Because that could be because right now she's on like 7 credits, which is not a healthy total. But oh, interesting. Just the Himitsubako on R&D. I guess that's enough to keep her out.
I'm wondering if he's forgotten employee strike.
That's possible. It's also possible, I guess, that he wants to commit to. He doesn't want to commit to rezzing a big piece of ice. Because certainly the Himitsubako and the Enigma together will keep out Laura at the moment.
True.
suppose she could run. She could jack run the Himitsubaku and Nexus it, and
Yeah.
just to get an Amakua counter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
not
think that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and she lost probably the best card in her hand.
Yeah, it was tempting to keep it a secret though, so
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't hate that. I think one thing I don't usually give enough respect to is Kakugo's disruptive ability. I think oftentimes you're playing these decks to. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, just a Kakugo for value.
Yeah, because I think Kakugo's at its best in. Ooh,
Okay.
that's exciting. So Doug's actually threatening the win next turn. Which, yeah, Laura's going to have a tough time stopping him.
Yeah. How many? Okay, she has 2 white hats and 2 black hats in the bin. I don't know how many she runs.
Yeah. I don't think she knows this. I mean, I don't think she knows that Doug just drew the winning agenda.
Certainly
but
not.
The best way to combat this is probably just jack into Anansi, get a counter, and then go trash the MC austerity policy. But that's miserable.
So why not? Just jack into the remote?
Oh, because you can't get through the remote with the Nexus because Doug's got a money in it. Well, actually, that's a good question. How much does Doug have to pay into this trace to stop Laura? Trace is 5. She has 4 link. So he would have to pay 5 to keep her out. So, yeah, I think he's got this.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I was saying all that, but I don't think it makes sense for Laura to necessarily do that because that's a crazy play if you didn't know that the winning agenda is on top.
Of course, except that, how many there were 17 cards left in R&D.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
It's all academic now.
That was quite a game.
Yeah, that was a really interesting one.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we have them pop on to talk to us. Hello.
Totally.
Wow, what a game.
Fix my sound.
There are a lot of interesting choices and a lot of clever play on both your parts. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Hi there.
How are you feeling?
Hello.
Oh man, I can't believe we have to play another game.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Oh, I think
I can't believe we have to
one
play
of you
another game.
We're getting
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was going to be like a really hard one. So doing it first was rough. Very well played though. That was a good game.
You too. That was tough. Those traces were so effective at like getting me in situations where I really had to pay into it to keep you from being able to bust open all of my stupid 2-strength remotes or all my 2-strength dice.
Well, I know.
So it's like
those little 2-strength dice did the trick. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did a really good job, Doug, identifying what traces you could afford to boost and also what traces were important to boost. I think you did a really masterful job with that.
Thanks. Appreciate it. It was tough. And like those stupid hats.
Yeah.
I knew there were like so many hats available. I was just terrified. For a long time I had like the Philotic and Nisei in hand. And I just felt like I was one black hat away from like getting blown out.
Yeah, I know I had the credits to land a black hat though. That one is Yeah, I just was so poor all game.
Yeah.
I've never like floated tags with this deck before just because I'm too poor to spend 2 credits to do tags. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game.
Okay, well, let's
That
do
took
the
41
other one.
minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that was long.
Yeah.
Don't worry, my runner is very bad.
But my corp is super swingy, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a shot. Good luck out there.
Okay, yeah, you
See you
too.
guys. All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, let me.
Nice.
Okay, great.
That was fun. Yeah, so Laura's corp deck is explosive, and this game could take 3 seconds, possibly.
Yeah.
I am excited to see what Doug... I don't know. Do you know what Doug's up to with his woo?
Yeah, he's on the new Shaper hardware that I'm blanking on the name of that gives you a bunch of credits.
Ooh,
Flame Out.
Yeah.
And Test Run, not Test Run. I don't know any of the new Shaper cards names right
Compile.
now. Compile. That's
Whoa,
it.
I'm good.
Yeah, which I hadn't gotten to play with much before starting this tournament. So I thought explosive was a pretty good adjective for his deck too. It's fun.
Then we are in for a treat.
Yeah, this is the one I've been excited for.
We'll either have a good game or we'll have a crazy game.
Which will be a good game either way.
What a weird opening hand for Laura.
Yeah.
Not a great opening hand for Doug. Just like a bunch of stuff you don't want right away. And no econ.
Yeah, exactly. Although the early compile, well, if he had some kind of econ, would be good for contesting the early SSO remote.
Yeah, that's true. Compile's a good card for against SSO early.
But I don't think he has any other cards to back up that threat.
Yeah, because I don't know what is his. I mean, he could just lose the. You just accept that 2 of his cards in his hand are duds. I don't know how important those mem diamonds are.
Yeah.
Laura's hand doesn't really do anything, but it's got econ, so who cares?
Okay. Yeah, that's sort of how I feel, especially playing SSO.
Yeah. Because she can just do like R&D, the ice wall, or vice versa, asteroid belt, the remote, and or HQ, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. And Doug has Fem in his hand, which is the last place he wants it.
True. So Doug's on creation and control, it looks like. Good to know. Build script notable as Doug's prize card when he was second place at StimHack Online Cash Refresh Tournament number 2.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Illustrated by me.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I was behind on my art, so I'm not doing prize support for this tournament. Apologies to whoever does well. Oh, Laura has drawn all her combo pieces. This is very exciting.
Yeah, about 5 or 10 turns too early, though.
Yeah. I suppose if she wanted to be extremely wild, she could just install advance that city works, but that seems...
Yeah. I kind of like that play.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how rich Doug is.
At the end of this turn.
Yeah. Like with at 7 credits and the ticking daily cast, that's not. Oh,
right.
Yeah. No, maybe.
I think the play you suggested has a lot of legs right now.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Let's see. He'll be up at 3 at the start of his turn. He can click Mopus 3 times.
All right.
So she can...
Laura's not interested in our foolishness.
No, indeed. Like... No, indeed.
That's fine. She can a lot of good stuff she can do with this hand.
I find that almost every time Laura makes a play that isn't what I would have done, it's because what I would have done was incorrect.
Yeah, there's some like good thing that she's thinking of that would I think especially when it comes to I think one thing that I think separates good Netrunner players from like really good Netrunner players is the ability to mix caution and bold plays. And I think knowing when you want to have crazy big bold plays is a tough skill that I'm not great at. Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, okay, so now she's found the ice to protect it.
It's kind of tempting to just put all 3 ice down, maybe?
Or
2 ice down and
2 ice down in the agenda.
The agenda, yeah.
She and I were talking about Surveyor before this game. She'd been on Colossus because obviously it fits with the whole advanceable ice theme.
Right.
And then just had a realization, wait, why am I not playing the best Sentry in the game?
Yeah. That's true.
Which I think was the right call.
And the nice thing about getting the CityWorks installed is that even unadvanced, the 2 meat damage to take it might be enough to land a single punitive.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be expensive to get in there no matter what. But this Woo deck has, well, it can, you know, at any moment he can get into any server for free, essentially.
Yeah. So this is really exciting because she's going to have... Ooh. So she's going to have... She already has the combo online, so if she's able to score this first agenda, that's going to really help her close out the game.
Exactly. I believe there's only 1 hostile takeover in the core.
Yeah, that is true. I think she... I don't know what her other 1-point plans are. I think she might be on some gene splicers.
Okay.
Whoa, Doug's got a logic bomb. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's the extra hand size from the LLDS memory diamond coming in handy for punitive and just being able to steal the CityWorks projects in general.
So Laura elects to econ up a little bit by installing the Rashida rather than taking a risk with never advancing maybe the Project Atlas.
Yeah.
Which I think is clever. SSO certainly does have a pretty impressive never advance game, given that why would you expect them to have non-face-up agendas in the server?
Well, because we're playing in cache refresh, and there are only 2 cache refresh public agendas.
Yeah. And Laura, I think there's just 1, right?
Just like... Oh, I thought there was some other one that didn't see a lot of play outside of. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not sure. I know Laura often plays Transparency Initiative and SSL.
Okay.
I don't know if this version of the list is playing that. I do know that once Laura gets out her first 5/3, especially when she gets the combo in hand, she's not super she's not in any rush to actually use that scoring remote anymore.
Now it's interesting
to know what to do with.
Yeah, totally. I'd be very tempted to just get all the econ. Yeah.
Just install the Gene Splicer in there. That's cool.
Yeah. Because if she can pull it off, she's one agenda away from the victory, which she already has enough advancement counters for with the RPC Biotic combo.
Yeah. Now Doug is very rich, so it's starting to turn off the punitive plan, though she did just draw the second part of the punitive plan, which is a second punitive equivalent in the archive memories.
Right.
Yeah, so she won't be able to score a Gene Splicer here. Or, score. Well, this is not a terrible res because it's going to cost Doug. Oh, this is actually really nice, right?
Yeah, 3 to get through, and then he can't.
Yeah, and he can woo it back in. So, but it still costs.
Or compile.
Yeah. Because right now the credit differential isn't looking in Laura's favor to double punitive, but if he goes down low enough to try and get in, it will.
Yeah, especially if he hits an SSL.
Yeah, we'll have to see what plan Doug has to get back in. He could just drop the logic bomb and mad dash in.
Totally.
In which case, I doubt he'll leave himself in punitive range. It's interesting that Laura discarded the Project Atlas. I guess she
is going all in on the punitive plan, because I guess the other option would be to ditch the archived memories. Oh.
Ooh, that's a exciting thing for the punitive plan.
Yeah.
Though, if this is also a
is this it?
If this is also a 5-3, that's nice.
Yep. So there it is,
right, well,
swingy
Doug sweeps.
SSO. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's have him come talk to us.
Cool.
So, in terms of the tournament, the way the tournament's looking, I have the standings right now after round 4. Doug has pretty good strength of schedule. Of course, strength of schedule can bounce up and down, but some people on 21 Prestige are going to make it, and with this sweep, this is going to be really good for.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just
Nice
discussing.
job.
Yeah, I was just discussing
you.
your chances of making the cut. I think they're pretty good.
My chances?
No, not yours. Doug's.
They're 0.
No, your chances are very bad now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, losing both your games. What's that?
Oh, you have great SOS. Yeah, you're gonna get in.
Yeah, and you just played Laura, and she prior to this round had won a lot of games. So
Yeah.
you know, sweeping your opponent is never good for your strength of schedule, but yeah.
I also have to thank you for improving my strength of schedule, presumably.
Ooh,
Hey. Everybody wins.
nice.
Yeah.
Man, that CityWorks project was really threatening to me. I definitely this is the first game where I really changed my deck a lot for my opponent. And so I was like,
you had some good punitive tech there.
yeah, exactly. I was like, I keep on getting just murdered with punitive. So I was like, well, a big pile of money helps, and having to steal, trying to just win the game in one run or a couple runs on a single round is the way to go.
So what was the punitive tech?
Well, you go for
It
it.
was Magnum Opus, just getting a pile of money, LLDS for a little bit of link, and then there's also 2 biometric spoofing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So-
but the LLDS was good. Just having 6 cards in hand is pretty good.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
it hard
exactly.
to punitive somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good because if you hadn't, stolen all my agendas, I was going to win in 2 turns because I had a Gene Slicer in the remote to get the 1 point, and then I had the Biotic RPC 3-pointer in hand. To
Oh
do
my
that.
god! Wow.
Yeah, so I was feeling pretty good. Like, okay, I just need to not lose for 2 turns.
Wow. Yeah. That's great. Wow.
Yeah,
Give
Laura
me
had
one.
all the combos in hand. Like she had the punitive and the archive. She had the biotic and the RPC. Just whatever happens,
Oh my
she
God.
had a plan for it, except for losing 7 points of agendas.
All at once. I almost
Yeah.
typed that when I asked anything good. Just 6 points of agendas for you to mad dash, and then
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Now,
Well, great.
I think we didn't give you enough trust when you installed the lamb. There was a part of me that was just like, "Oh, Doug's gonna get friggin' murdered."
Yeah.
That was a bad
No,
install.
when he installed the lamb, I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is game."
Well, you believe in your opponents more than I do. I just always assume people are making mistakes.
That's fair. I had
yeah.
to double check the math a few times. I was fully prepared to make a huge mistake.
I love some of the spicy tech you've put in this deck that we didn't even get to see to use. So I'm excited you're in the cut, so we can see more of this cool stuff.
Time will tell.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm excited too because I've really enjoyed watching your videos, and your Woo deck especially was really cool, even though I guess you didn't win.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And I think, I do think your chances are very good. But
I think you're in. That's a good strength of schedule.
Yeah, and it's gonna get better probably. Who knows?
Yeah, because Rob's going to sweep his match in a few.
True.
Totally.
Yeah. So if so, Laura and I are going to be doing commentary for Rob's game later tonight.
I am super confident that Laura will be a better co-commentator than I was.
Oh, you were wonderful. I really enjoyed commentating with you. Do
you want to do commentary too, Doug? We didn't invite you.
I might be a little late for my blood. I think that my special person is coming back from her softball game pretty soon.
Nice.
But
I hope she also swept.
Much appreciated. Yeah, it's possible. Cool. Well, those are great games, Laura. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, those are really fun. Thank you so much.
Those both could have gone either way in a hurry. So really just awesome games.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to lose to someone I like. So.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you, both of you, for letting us commentate on your game. Thank you, Rob, for joining us, and good luck, Rob, with your upcoming sweep, perhaps. And if anybody watching enjoyed this stream, we'll be streaming some more in about an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you both so much for commentating.
Yeah, it was really fun. All right.
See you.
Bye, everybody.